Hey everyone, welcome back for part 2 of my fitness journey. If you missed the first video, you can check it out here. And today I'm going to be talking about the second half of my fitness journey, which is getting certified as a personal trainer, and then how my fitness shifted once I got sick with a chronic illness. So let's get into it. So I ended my last video with discussing the sports I played in high school and kind of that being the introduction into the gym when I got injured my senior year. So when I left for college, I still was doing a lot of cardio, but my freshman year I got into a little bit more lifting. I was doing really, again, light body weight workouts, and most of it was workouts that I found in like Shape magazine or Fitness magazine that were supposed to be girl workout. But while I was home over breaks, you know, I'd always work out at the gym I had worked out at my senior year of high school, and I became really close with the personal training director at my gym. And he was like, hey, I really want you to work for me when you're home over summer break. Can we get you certified as a trainer while you're in school? And I was like, sure, why not? And so the gym I was going to work for, you could do like a pre-certification just to be able to work for them, and then you could start working for them and work on your actual training cert. So I did that pre-certification my freshman year of college, which was really easy, and started working at that gym when I came home over the summer. Certified as a personal trainer through the National Academy of Sports Medicine. I also got my specialty certifications in TRX and kettlebell. Still like didn't know a lot about weightlifting, you know. I was kind of an awkward trainer because I like knew all about the cardio but not so much about the weights. And the guy trainers and my personal training director would kind of make fun of me because they did it in a loving way. They'd be like, look at your skinny little arms, because I had like no muscle because I would just run all the time. And I was like, oh my gosh, I need to start lifting because I need to learn this stuff, but I also want to like get some muscle. And so I started with I had this DVD at home that was like a circuit weight workout with really light weights, and we had like some 3-pound weights at home. So I was just doing that at first, and I would go for my run and then do a little bit of body weight workouts like some dips or lunges or something like that, to try and get into weightlifting. And then slowly became more comfortable to do it in the gym, and I started working out with some of the other trainers. I had asked to train with them so I could learn from them, and I got really into lifting. I got super into it, and I really started to shift from being super into cardio to being super into weights, and balancing that a little bit better. But I was also working in a gym, so I was there all day running around, picking up weights after people. Like if it was kind of slow, you know, you would just go do some exercises because what else are you gonna do? So I'd like go work out, and then I would be active all day. So it's just super, super active. I mean, as you can tell from my last video and this one, I've just always been really active. Like I was a fidgety kid. I never liked to sit still. I like to be moving around and doing stuff. And that's really reflected in my life. So college is really when I got into lifting. I then had I had transferred colleges and found some other people who I could work out with, and I was working out with friends. We'd go for runs or we'd go to the gym and lift. But then I got sick. And if you know my Lyme story, I got food poisoning, and overnight I was pretty much bedbound. I basically went from like working out 6 days a week to bedbound almost overnight, pretty much overnight. I got food poisoning, and that was it. Like I was down and out for the count. I was out for about a month and a half, 2 months. 2 months really, I wasn't able to work out at all. And that was really hard for me because I had been so active. I did not know how to cope with not being able to work out and not being able to move. It was really depressing for a lot of reasons, also because I was sick and didn't know what was going on. But it was a struggle, and when I did start to feel better, I didn't know where to start. Like I had been active for so long, and I had been lifting and running and whatever for so many years. I didn't know how to have lost all of that and then start again. To be honest, looking back, I don't exactly remember how I started again. I do remember, you know, like I said, I started treatment in April and started feeling better. So like end of April, beginning of May is when I started fitness again. But at some point in that, I had gotten a job for the summer working at a gym as a boot camp instructor. I also became a spin and yoga instructor for them. And I remember I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be working as a fitness instructor again. I need to get back in shape. And I would go to the boot camp classes so I could get to the gym, and I would just be dead after because I was dealing with Lyme. I was still really sick and I was pushing my body way too hard. So then I was like, well, I can't go to these classes all the time. I need to get back into the gym and slowly build up. And I think that's kind of what I did. I just went back into the gym and did what I knew how to do, and then realized it was like too much and I couldn't lift that heavy and couldn't work out as long as I used to work out for. And so I was like, all right, I need to start where I started back in high school when I joined the gym, with just like lighter weights, stability work, core work, and kind of just went back to, as a personal trainer, like how would I train someone who was new to fitness? And so I trained myself that way. I quickly recovered my strength because I had been pretty in shape before. And then that summer, I was doing a lot better with treatment, having started treatment, and I was working in a gym again. So I was super active. I would teach boot camp in the morning, then go for a run, and then I would go lift in the afternoon, then go to a yoga class at night, you know, after I taught my other boot camp. So I was really active that summer, and I wanted to make up for everything I had lost while I was sick for those 2 months. So I definitely dove way back in way too soon, and I was like doing 2-a-days almost every day. I had the time, I was at the gym, I wanted to make up for, you know, not having worked out for 2 months, which is stupid looking back now, but that's where my mind was at, because I love fitness. I was hiking on the weekends with friends, so it was really, again, super active. And then school started back up again, and I kind of dropped off working out so much, you know, it was back to what I could fit into my schedule with classes, but I would go between classes and work out. And fitness throughout college was up and down, because if you have a chronic illness and Lyme, you know, it can go in waves. And so I was, you know, when I was doing better, I was working out more, and then when I was having a flare, I wasn't working out as much. But my senior year of college, I got a PICC line in, and I kind of don't want to talk about that too much. Like, my fitness obviously changed because I had a PICC line in, but I could make a whole video about how I worked out while having a PICC line in. And if you guys want that, let me know in the comments, and I can talk about like how to do fitness with medical equipment that's in you or on you. But that's gonna be too long right now. I obviously adjusted things and wasn't using that arm as much, but I was still able to maintain strength to some degree. But I had that PICC line, I was doing IV antibiotics, and when I came off those IV antibiotics, which was second semester of my senior year of college, I was so sick again. I had completely relapsed because the antibiotics had ravaged my body, and I could not work out at this point. And so that summer, when I graduated college, I then slowly started to heal again because I had a lot of time to just rest and detox and do some of my other treatments. And this is when I started being active again, because I could never let that go for too long. I started really slowly. I was going for walks. They were really short to start with, and then I slowly lengthened the walks, and then I slowly would add in running. It would be like walk for 5 minutes, run for 2 minutes, run, walk intervals until I could build up to running again. I didn't join a gym, so I stayed at home and did all my workouts from the apartment. I was doing YouTube videos that were like short circuit workouts or Pilates workouts or yoga videos, and my roommate and I would just do them in our living room. We'd put a YouTube video on and do it. I had these little 3-pound weights that we would use. And so I was doing a lot of just body weight stuff, yoga-y stuff. And I did that and slowly built up again, slowly built up my strength. Always starting whenever I couldn't work out and then started working out again, it was always with stability work and core work, which is a great place to start. Then I moved to New Mexico, so I moved back in with my parents because I was still pretty sick, and I was starting to do better, and I got a job as a personal trainer down there, and it kind of, the cycle repeated itself. I was in the gym all day, I was teaching classes, I was teaching clients, I would work out in between. You know, you're running around the gym. I had a friend who I would lift with all the time. We'd lift for like 2 hours. I would go for runs with my dad at home. So I was doing a lot again. Whenever I get into a gym, I just can't resist myself and I go for it. But then I had another relapse, and I felt this one coming on. This was about 2 years ago now. Year and a half ago, something like that, 1.5 years ago, 2 years ago. I I felt the relapse starting to come on. I was losing my strength, I was losing my energy, and I slowly backed off working out. I quit the gym, I quit my jobs to focus on treatment. I switched to doing some body weight workouts at home, and then I just completely crashed. Was really sick, completely bedbound again for the third time. My second relapse, but my third like ultimate crash. And it was really hard, but I was out for like 6 months. I just couldn't do anything but lay in bed. And then finally again started building my strength slowly. This time I did it completely differently. I didn't rejoin a gym. I started with yoga. I could do like 10 to 20 minutes 1 or 2 times a week. And I slowly built up from there where I was doing yoga like 3 times a week. And it's really hard for me to get myself to do yoga. I'm gonna be honest with you, I do not like yoga. Cannot stand it. So I got to this point where I was like, oh my God, I can't do any more yoga. I need to like lift or do something else. And for me, cardio is really hard. It sets off my symptoms. It doesn't agree with me well. So I knew I couldn't just start running again or doing cardio again. I could do some light walks, but that would set me off too. And so I started doing body weight workouts in my home, in my room. I would just do some body weight stuff 2 to 3 times a week. I had my TRX, so I would do workouts on that. And then I had a backpack that I would put books in when I was ready to add some more weight to my workouts. And that's pretty much what I did up until I moved to Denver about 7 months ago. My apartment complex has a gym, so I got back into the gym and I've been lifting 30 to 45 minutes 2 to 3 times a week on a good week. Sometimes I have bad weeks and I don't work out or I just do yoga or go for walks, but generally that's what I'm doing, which can be too much, but I love lifting so much. And I'm lifting light. For many people, they may say, wow, you're lifting heavy, but for me, like knowing my strength and what I'm capable of, I'm lifting lighter weights than I know I could be because I don't want to tax my system and set it off. I have not gotten to a point since my last relapse where I can be physically active every day or physically active for extended periods of time. I have to be very careful with that. Again, everything started with balance and stability work and core work, which is really the foundation, and then I'll slowly add to that. This is the first time, I think, since I started fitness that I don't have any aesthetic goals. I don't have any strength goals. My goals right now are just to heal my body and it's capable of doing some physical activity. I take advantage of that because I truly love being active, but I don't go to the gym every week wanting to lift more than I did last week. I go to the gym every week being like, okay, I need to, you know, I want to get this 6-pack. I don't care about that right now at all, because I can't have that be a focus, but it's the first time in my life where it hasn't been a focus and my goal is just to move, which is really different for me. And sometimes that's hard and sometimes it's nice because there's no pressure. I can just go do what I want in the gym, or do what I want on a day where I feel like being active instead of having to do a specific workout. So that is the second half of my fitness journey. There's so much I could say about fitness and I love talking about it. So if you all want more videos related to fitness, definitely let me know in the comments and I will be happy to make more videos like this. I can talk more about fitness with chronic illness, how things have shifted. I can go into even more detail about that. I tried to do that in this video without making it too long, but let me know. And be sure to give this video a thumbs up because it helps support my channel, and hit that little red subscribe button because I'm almost at 1,000 followers and it would mean the world if you would help me get there. And I will see you all in the next video.